You were 6 when it started. Not with an engine, not with a track, but with a sound. A high-pitched scream ripping through the morning fog. A MotoGP bike is flying down the straightaway near your town. You didn't even see the bike, just heard it. But something inside you clicked. It didn't sound like danger to you. It sounded like freedom. Other kids wanted to be astronauts or firemen. You wanted to wear a helmet so big it swallowed your head. You sat on your bicycle and leaned into turns like they did on TV. Scraped your knees more than you played tag. Stuck paper in the spokes to make engine sounds. Your mum thought it was a phase. Your dad warned you about crashes. But every time you close your eyes, all you saw was a blur of speed and asphalt. You weren't chasing fun. You were chasing a flight. And you thought, if I could just go fast enough, maybe I'd never have to stop. By 13, while kids were getting crushes, you were studying throttle control. Your walls weren't covered in pop stars. They were covered in track maps. Mugello, Sepang, Phillip Island. You begged to work weekends at your uncle's garage, to touch machines, breathe oil. You saved every cent for second-hand gear. You took a job delivering groceries to pay for your first set of leathers. Your social life? Gone. Sleepovers? Replaced by YouTube deep dives into Rossi's lean angles. You didn't just want to race. You wanted to become a biker. When you finally got your first 125cc, you didn't ride it. You worshipped it. And still, no one clapped. No one said, "Good job!" Just a few nods at best. You had to convince the world you were serious, long before you even had a chance to prove it. Then came the circuit. Local track days, amateur races. The first time you saw your name printed on a start sheet, you took a photo of it, even if it was spelled wrong. You started from the back row. Bike wheezing under your weight. Still, you overtook 5 people before the first lap was over. Not because you were faster, but because you refused to brake. And that's how it begins. You learn fast. It's not about winning. It's about not disappearing. Sponsors don't care about second place. Neither do coaches. Neither do you. But racing isn't just speed. It's money. You watch other kids show up with brand new bikes, full pit crews, fresh tyres. You show up with zip ties, duct tape, and prayers. Your first crash isn't loud. It's quiet. A small slip in the rain. The world spins. Your shoulder takes the hit. You lie there, stunned. Not from the pain, from the silence. No music, no camera flash. Just your heartbeat thudding. You thought you'd bounce back, but weeks later, your wrist still doesn't feel right. Doctors say, stay off the bike, but you don't. Because in this world, missing one race feels like losing all of them. You ride through the ache. Pop painkillers with breakfast. Ice your hands at night. And no one says good job. Because this is expected. You're not a rookie anymore. You're replaceable. By 19, the stakes get higher. You make it to a pro development team. But being here doesn't mean anything unless you win. Everything is timed. Your laps, your recovery, your worth. You weigh your food, train in wind tunnels, dream in split seconds. You've forgotten what weekends feel like, forgotten how to rest. And the worst part? The faster you get, the scarier it becomes. Every crash now is life-threatening. Every mistake could be your last. But if you slow down, then you disappear. So you go faster. Even when the fear starts creeping in. Even when the doubts whisper louder than the engine. You start asking, what if I'm not good enough? What if this is it? But there's no pause button. Not here, not ever. Then, it shifts. People start to notice. You win a podium. Then another. Clips of your crashes go viral. Your wins? Even more. Suddenly, you're getting tagged in Instagram Reels. Fan pages pop up with your name. Kids start showing up with your number on their shirts. You smile for photos at airports. Your DMs are filled with fire emojis and admiration. People start saying, you're going to be the next big thing, but you know better. Because every night after the cameras go off, you soak your swollen ankle in a sink. You check the standings in silence. You know how fast they forget. The pressure doesn't disappear, it multiplies. You're not just riding anymore. You're performing. For sponsors, for fans, for strangers who think they know you. Social media loves the highlights, but it doesn't see the mornings when you wake up and can't feel your fingers. It doesn't hear you crying into your helmet before qualifying. You want to say, this isn't as perfect as it looks, but you don't, because everyone's watching and they only cheer for winners. It's race day, big circuit, big stakes. You're taped up, wrist, ankle, ribs, running on caffeine and adrenaline. You tell the crew you're good. You're not. Mid-race, you miss an apex. A second late, a foot wide. It's enough. Your rear tire slips. The world flips. Metal kisses asphalt. Your bike skids away. You tumble. It goes quiet again, just like the first crash. Except this time, you don't get up. Hospital lights, stitched skin, pins in your shoulder. Doctors talking about mobility loss. Sponsors are talking about replacements. Fans post #comebacksoon. But the comments fade. So do the calls. You're old news before you're even cleared to walk again. You try coming back, but your body hesitates now. Your instincts are slower. Corners look sharper. You finish races mid-pack. Your name fades from predictions. You watch others pass you. Kids who used to ask for your autograph. You sit in the garage longer. Look at the bike like it betrayed you. Or maybe like you betrayed yourself. Then one day, no contract arrives, just silence. The game moved on. Now, you coach juniors. Watch from the pit wall. You say things like, trust the tires, relax the shoulders, breathe. You still ride sometimes, but not fast, not like before. Sometimes fans still recognize you, ask for a photo, say, you inspired me. You smile, but inside, you remember the cost. You don't tell them about the broken bones, the missed birthdays, the therapy, the fear. You just nod and say, keep going. Because you understand now. It's not the crashes, it's not the injuries. It's that the sport never truly loves you back. You give it everything. It takes what it needs. And it walks away. And still, you do it all again. Because the hardest part of chasing speed is what happens when you finally stop. That's why it sucks to be a MotoGP racer. Because you never really leave the track, but the track forgets you as soon as the next rider crosses the line.